Hey, good morning, First Christian Church. This is take 2 of my weekly update. Something went wrong before, so I decided to pack up and go someplace else and start another one. So here I am. I am standing in front of Crawdaddy's Crawfish and Catering. Every once in a while, you drive past this place, and there's a couple of guys standing behind the counter. They're just cooking up crawdads. And if you've never had a crawdad, it's good. I even have learned how to, you take the head off and you get the good stuff out of the head. And it's pretty good. So don't knock it until you try it, but it's pretty good. Also, just wanted to give you guys a heads up on some of the things that are happening and some of events that are going to be going on. We are looking for volunteers. We are needing volunteers for the Easter egg hunt, which is the 23rd at 11 o'clock. Kids are able to come up to 10 years old. 10 years old. We need volunteers to help with the Easter egg hunt. That's on the 23rd. Also, Easter breakfast. That's Sunday morning, where it's going to be at 9:30, which is on the 31st. And it's going to be no Sundays. No Sunday school, Lisa Perry over there. So no Sunday school that morning. We're going to be having breakfast and then the regular worship service, but with a lot of music and so forth. And that's going to be on the 31st. All food is provided for the breakfast that morning. All right. So make sure that you come. We need help, volunteers. Also, I know it's not a part of the notes that were given about some of the updates that we have, but if you've been coming to church, you'll notice that we have lots of kids. That means there's going to be people in the nursery. That means there's going to be people for children's church, Sunday school teachers. We need them too for the kids. Now, the more people who volunteer to help with something like this, the less often you have to do it. And so we're looking for people to volunteer as well for that. So pray about it, think about it, and if you are ready to help and willing to help with teaching, Sunday school for the little kids, the nursery, whatever the case may be. Hey, Lisa! So please do. All right. So my title that I have is Be Aware. Now, when Jesus was talking, and he was sharing with the crowd in Matthew, he was talking about, how difficult this road is, this life is that we have of following him. And then it says this, chapter 7 of Matthew, starting in verse 13, it says, "Enter through the narrow gate, for wide is the gate and broad is the road that leads to destruction, and many enter through it. But small is the gate and narrow the road that leads to life, and only a few find it." So, wide is the gate, wide is the road that leads to destruction, narrow is the gate, and narrow is the road that leads to life, and only a few find it. That should be scary for us. We've got to make sure that we are protecting ourselves, making sure that we know and we go along on the narrow gate and we go through it, because only a few are going to find it. A lot of people think they're on the narrow gate and the narrow road, but they're not. Then Jesus goes on and says this, "Watch out for false prophets. They come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ferocious wolves. By their fruit you will recognize them." By their fruit you'll recognize them. But be aware, it's these false prophets, it's these false teachers. It could be false Christians, and he says outwardly they've got everything that they want to do. They've got the outward appearance of being a Christian. They talk the Christian words. They walk the Christian walk. They try to live, or their outward exposure is that they're living the outward life. That they're doing the right things, and they're trying to get you to understand and follow that. He says, but you got to be aware of that. And how do we become aware of that? Well, we become aware of that because we learn this. We study the scriptures. We meditate on the scriptures. We follow the scriptures. We know this, and we learn this, we take it in, and therefore we're able to stop the false preachers, the false prophets, because we don't let people follow them. Outwardly, it looks like they got it all put together, but deep down inside, they don't. false teachers, false prophets, false Christians. But eventually, what's inside comes out. That's their fruit. How's your fruit? Beware. Beware. But how's your fruit? All right. I love you guys. I will see you Sunday, and I'll talk to you later. All right. Love you, love you, love you. See you guys. All right. Bye.